प्रेम से बोलो प्रभु रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। आसन लीजिए, प्लीज टेक योर सीट्स। जय जय सीताराम सबको, स्वागतम। Welcome to this our first session of Sri Ramcharitmanas Ramayana Yagya here at the beautiful Bhuvaneshwar Mandir. To Panditji, other Pandits in the audience this evening, or Shrotas, and of course Bhai Ted, Didi, Lisa and family, and to all of you from near and far, those of you who have travelled this a long distance to be with us this evening, to all the musicians, singers, bhajanavalis, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Anthony, do me a favor, if you go to the mixer number 5, turn the volume up and see if you can make this, all the chorus mics are up and running, if you can help. What number you have in the microphone? Look at it straight, that's okay. Number 2? Let us sit upright for a few minutes. As you focus your attention this evening on this beautiful altar in front of us, identify that beautiful form, thank you, beautiful. That beautiful form of Bhagavan Sri Ganesha, Prathama Pujya Vinayaka, the remover of all obstacles. I want you to forget all of the challenges that you've had, traffic lights, accidents, construction, whatever the case may be. In coming to temple this evening, most of us work today, but yet all the obstacles were removed so that we can be here in Satsangh this evening, seated in this beautiful ashram, in this new location. We say Jai Shri Ram. Devotees, I ask you to clasp your hands, bow your heads and close your eyes in devotion now. Bring that image of Lord Ganesha to the center of your forehead as we go into Dhyanam. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Whatever the challenges are in life, whatever trials and tribulations that you may be experiencing currently or to come in the future, we ask the blessings of Lord Ganesha to remove all of it. To remove any obstacles in this organization, in this temple, so that this mandir will stand as an icon here in this part of Toronto. Let us pray. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Sri Ganeshaya Saraswate Namah. Sri Guru Charana Kamale Namo Namah. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. We bow now before that beautiful image of Devi Ma, Jagadambe Bhavani Shankar Mata, the mother of this universe. We call upon her. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupen Samsita Namastasye Namastasye Namo Namah. Be glorified, Bharat, seated upon Mount Kailash as he looks down upon us with his mudra, Abhay mudra, blessing us. We call upon Bharat. Karpur Gaura Karunavatar Samsar Sar Bhujage Brahma this son of the wind god, we call upon you. Give us your Shakti, your darshan, your strength, O Lord, and protect us. Atulit balidhamam ema shailam deham tanujaman krishanum jnaninam agragamyam sakala gunanidhanam vanaranam adhisham Raghupati priya bhaktam Bhakjatam namami Bhakti Vrindavan Bihari Lal Mohan Murliya Ghanshyam Lord Krishna. We call upon you, Lord, as you play your basri and purify our minds, our bodies and souls. Blow that mystical air through us, O Lord. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsajanur Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanirabhavati Bharata Abhyuthanamasa Dharmasya Tadatmanam Srijamyaham Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanadhaya sambhavami yuge yuge sambhavami yuge yuge sambhavami yuge yuge Prince Bhakti Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai Radhe Radhe. My dear brothers and sisters, maintaining that posture with your eyes closed, your hands clasped, and your heads gently bowed, we turn now to the very first shloka of Sri Ramacharita, a beautiful prayer called Mangalashtakam. Goswami Tulsidas Ji glorifies Bhagwan Sri Ganesha, Mother Saraswati Madhavani, the goddess of speech, as we ask for her blessings tonight to sit upon our tongues as we begin to chant from the holy scriptures. Prem se Bolo Bhagwan Ramachandra ki jai. Varnanam arthasanghanam rasanam chandasam api mangalanam cha kartaro vande vani vinapeko bhavani shankaro vande Shraddha Vishwas Rupino Yagya Vinana Pashanti Siddhaha Swantastam Ishwaram Vande Bodhamayam Nityam Guru Shankar Rupino Yama Shritohi Vakropi Chandraha Sarvat Vandate Sitaram Gunagram Punyaranya Vrivahrino Vande Vishuddha Vidyano Kavishwar Kapishwaro Prem se Bhagwan Ramachandra ki jai. We glorify now Bhagwan Sri Ganesha, Prathama Puji Vinayaka. This is a calling to invoke that Shakti of Ganesha Bhagwan into this holy ashram. This is the very first event of many more to come in the new Bhuvaneshwar Mandir. Tonight I'd like to ask all of you to put your hands together and give Bhai Ted and his Dharapatni a lovely round of applause for making this a reality. Deva Ganapati Deva Ganapati Deva Ganapati Deva. I have one simple request. I'd like all of you to clap and to sing. Microphone is not working. Check chorus lines. Anthony will help us otherwise, please. Very nice. Deva ho Deva Ganapati Deva Mangalam Ganesha. Oh Deva ho Deva Ganapati Deva Mangalam Ganesha. देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदाय विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदाय मंगलम गणेशाय देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम तू ही आदि तू ही है देव महिमा तेरी अनंत तू ही आदि तू ही है अंत देव महिमा तेरी अनंत गजाननं भूतगणानि सेवितं उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं मंगलं गणेशाय देवा गणपति देवा मंगलं गणेशं ओ देवा गणपति देवा मंगलं गणेशं निसा निसा सनिधम तामिधम अगम सागनि सगा शक्ति तू ही विधान देव तू ही वेद पुराण तू ही शक्ति तू ही विधान देव तू ही वेद पुराण गजाननं भूतगणानि सेवितं उमासुतं शोक विनाशकारकं मंगलं गणेशाय देवा गणपति देवा मंगलं गणेशं ओ देवा गणपति देवा विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक मंगलम गणेशाय देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशं ओ देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशं ओ देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशाय प्रेम से बोल गजानन स्वामी की जय। Next, we glorify the Guru. The mantra tells us, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu. Do you all know the rest? Beautiful. Jai Gurudev. Our scriptures teaches us Matrudeva Bhava, Pitrudeva Bhava, Atithiyo Acharya Deva Bhava. Our mothers are first gurus, then comes father, then comes the teachers, all of the acharyas. Tonight, we glorify that guru. Most of us, for many of us actually, our gurus have perhaps gone to the beyond. And we have accepted someone else as a Sat Guru. Wherever your gurus are tonight, if you have never been associated with a spiritual guru, go to the feet of mother and father. Bring them to the center of your forehead, stand and bow to them as we sing. Manas bhajre Guru Charanam Dostar bhav sagar taranam. Maharaj, Guru Jai Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Satyam Sai Nath Sai Guru Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah My dear brothers and sisters, this evening, before we begin our katha, I'd like all of you to connect an imaginary ribbon. Take a piece of red ribbon tonight. Where's Hanumanji? I can't see him. Where there? He's in the middle, right? Okay. I want you to subliminally connect, or if you want to pin it, or you could tie it, an imaginary ribbon from your heart to the feet of Hanumanji. And here's the mystical energy that is going to be derived from this now. We're going to chant the 40 glorious verses of Sri Hanuman Chalisa. You see, Goswami Tulsidas Ji, when he would wake up in the morning, he had to climb 40 stairs to get to his temple, to his ashram, to perform puja. And he began to compose the Sri Hanuman Chalisa. His first step, Jai Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar. His second step, you all know it very well, Jai Shri Ram. So connect one end of the ribbon to your heart and the other end of the ribbon to the feet of Hanumanji. Danishji, ask Danishji to play for this one. And as you connect that ribbon, and we start to chant the Sri Hanuman Chalisa, if you know of anyone, first of all, if you know of anyone who is sick and suffering in the hospital perhaps, channel this energy that will be derived from the recitation of the Chalisa to that person. Anyone here that is sick and suffering, channel that energy as well. And most importantly, for you and your families, ask the blessings of Sri Hanumanji to remove any sickness, any illness, any suffering and pain that may exist in your lives today. We pray this evening as we sing and we glorify Mahavir Swami. Prem se bol Pavana Putra Hanuman ki jai. Sri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Manam Guru Sudhar Varno Raghubar Bimal Jasu Jodayak Bharchari Buddhiheen Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vinyade Mohi Arahu Kalesh Vikar O aise hamre Ram Bhakt Hitkari Aise hamre Ram
साधु संत के
संकट कटे विजय सब पीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। तो शत बार बात कर कोई, सुने बंदी महासुंदर हो। ऐसे हमारे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमारे राम भक्त हितकारी। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, जो यम पर हनुमान चालीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि तेरा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि तेरा। कीजे नाद हृदय महा, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ओ ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ओ ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय मनोहर सुरभूप। ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ओ ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। प्रेम से बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। बजरंगबली महावीर स्वामी की जय। Once again, Panditji, other Pandits, members of this beautiful ashram, the Bhuvaneshwar Mandir. To you, the congregation, members of Bhajanavlis, musicians, singers, and those of you joining us virtually as well on all the platforms, Swagatam. Blessed are we to be amongst each other, of course our Shrotas. Blessed are we to be amongst each other's wonderful souls tonight in this divine ashram. Seated in front, some of the most beautiful murtis that I have ever seen. Will you agree with me? Absolutely beautiful. Yes. I think wonderful. You know, I took a trip here last night on arrival, and I just sat here and I could feel the energy. Tonight, as we have all connected that ribbon, especially to Hanumanji tonight. The energy is already flowing, it's emanating. Let us read in the Shakti, fill our hearts with love, the love for Bhagwan and each other tonight, as we engage now for the next few minutes in Satsangh. Tonight's katha will be a short one because of time. We are off to a little bit delayed start. All new things, you will experience this. But it's a 3-part katha which will run tonight, tomorrow night and Saturday night. And firstly tonight, as we begin, I want you to make a mental note, all of you. Those of you online as well. Make a mental note of any of the sattvic qualities that you might identify with, whether it's in Sri Ram or any of the other noble characters that we'll speak about in Katha, in Ramayana, as we encounter over the next 3 sessions. And at the end of the Katha each night, like tonight, I will ask you to raise your hands and share in one word which quality, sattvic quality, resonated with you the most. Goswami Tulsidas tells us in Ramayana, Satya samagama hari katha tulsi dullabh doi, sutdara aur lakshmi papi ke bhi hoi. There's a reason why we are all seated here tonight, and those of you joining us virtually as well. It is because of our past deeds or past karmas. This did not happen by accident. We must have done something, or elevated some soul, or lifted someone in our past, done some act of kindness or seva, to be blessed to be seated among such wonderful souls in this beautiful ashram. Tonight we are going to grasp a better understanding of some of the values that Mother Sita, the divine Shakti in all her forms, the embodiment of material love and compassion and devotion, gave to mankind in this Sri Ramcharitamanas. But first, let us understand what is Ramayana. Tonight I'll be quoting from several renowned poets and writers, as well as from the lips of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Bhagavan Baba says, the Ramayana is not just a story that happened many years ago. It has philosophical, spiritual significance and a lot of deep truth in it. One great guru once taught me, he says, Ramayana can be summarized as WWWSRD. That's not a website, and I won't check it. WWWSRD. You see, if you ever have a question in life, whether it is about life, family, politics, government, just life in general, how to live amongst each other, you ask the question, WWW, what in the world, WSRD, would Sri Ram do? And the answer is guaranteed to be found in the Ramcharitamanas, in the Ramayana. There's an answer to every single question. The words rays and radiance. So all these murtis tonight, they are radiating, right? Radiating, just like your beautiful faces tonight. You're filled with radiance, radiance of positivity. Rays and radiance come from the Sanskrit word Ra. Ra means light. And Ma means me, within me, in my heart. So Rama means the light that is within me, in every single one of us. That which is radiant in every single particle is known as Rama. Rama was born to the king Dashrath and the queen Kaushilya. Dasharatha means the 10 chariots. The 10 chariots symbolizes the 5 sense organs, which we all have, and the 5 organs of action. The 10 chariots, Kaushilya now means skill. The skillful rider of those 10 chariots can give birth to Rama. When the 10 are used skillfully, radiance is born within. Meaning, once you have control over the 10 senses and the 10 senses of action, you are in control, you become a Rama. Rama was born in the city of Ayodhya. And if you've been following social media and all the news channels and so forth out of India, something big is happening in Ayodhya right now. What is it? Anybody? Sri Ram Janmabhoomi is being constructed. It's almost finished. The first floor anyways. Some of us will visit this next year. The birthplace of Lord Rama. Finally, a beautiful mandir is being constructed. Ayodhya means a place where no war can happen. Ayodhya. Is our hearts ready to be considered and to be renamed Ayodhya? Where no war can ever happen. In other words, it's filled with love and peace. When there's no conflict in our minds, then and only then can radiance flow. Have you ever met a person for the first time, and the minute you interact with that person, you want to run? Devotees, that is when they lack luster, they lack the radiance. Negativity emanates. You can feel the negative energy from someone. On the other hand, when you see someone for the first time and you're attracted to that person, not physically, but attracted by some force of love, of positivity, that is Rama. Brothers and sisters, the Ramayana can be described as the story of Rama, the ideal man. In fact, every human being is Rama himself when we embody the ideals of Rama. Hence, it is imperative on the part of every individual to cultivate the ideals of Rama. That's why we are here tonight, to listen to Sri Ram Katha over the next few nights. The Ramayana enhances itself with the very essence of Dharma. Dharma is righteousness. And of the individual, the family and society. Though thousands of years have passed since the story of Ram was first written by the sage Valmiki, the inner story of Ramayana has been enacted in every single moment of our lives. The Ramayana does not signify the story of Rama alone, no. The word Rama signifies Sita as well. You see, since the earth is part of nature, Dharti Mata, Bhumi Mata, Prakriti, every child born on this earth should always try to cultivate the qualities of Sita Ma. The sage Valmiki at the beginning of the Ramayana was swayed at the idea that Rama was the ideal man. But during the course of his writing, he was overpowered by the feeling that Rama was divinity itself. And he concluded at the end of his epic Ramayana that Rama was the embodiment of divinity, one of the incarnations of Lord Vishnu. Brothers and sisters, it is said that Ramayana is happening in our own body daily. Your soul is Rama. Your mind is Sita. Your breath of prana, life, is Hanumanji. Your awareness is Lakshman. And of course the ego, which most of us have, is Ravan. We don't want to deal with ego tonight. When the mind was stolen by Ravan, the ego, the soul became restless. If the mind ever gets, listen carefully now, if the mind ever gets stolen by a Ravan, our soul becomes restless. The desires increase. Now the soul cannot reach the mind on its own. It has to take the breath, the prana. With the help of the prana, the mind got reunited and the soul and the ego got vanished. The name Rama is sweeter than sugar and the best of honey. It is more tasteful than dahi as well. And as you go on repeating the name of Rama, it tastes like nectar. Hence, repeat the name of Rama with all your hearts and utter sincerely the name Rama. Tonight, Goswami Tulsidas Ji, I take you now to Sri Ramcharitamanas. Ramayana Sumiran, Jo Sumirat Siddhiho, Gananayak Karivalavadan. A beautiful prayer. Gananayak, Lord Ganesha again, praising Lord Sage Valmiki. Goswami Tulsidas Ji ne kaha, let us sing. प्रेम से बोलो भगवान रामचंद्र की जय। जो सुमिरत सिद्ध होय, गणनायक करिवर बंदना। जो सुमिरत सिद्ध होय, गणनायक करिवर Prantapal bhavami kutam वंदे महापुरुष के चरणारविंदम नीलांबुजं श्यामल कोमलांगं सीता समारोपितभागं पाणो महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथं। भगवान रामचंद्र की जय। Brothers and sisters, our katha tonight takes us to Lanka. The war has been won, and the Lord is ready now to return with Mother Sita, Lakshmana and others back to Ayodhya. And this was the very most auspicious moment in Ramayana, as Lord Rama, the ocean of bliss and peace, was about to depart. The mood, although a celebratory one, because the war was won, is a bit somber now. Thank you. Is a bit somber. Several of the Vanas, the celestial beings, they did not want to return to their respective homes. My dear devotees, let me ask you a question tonight. If Lord Rama were to walk in here tonight and says, let's go that way up James Street, how many of you will stay here with me? You see? Even though they were celebrating, they were sad because the Lord was going to return home. What is life without Ram? Devotees, this Lord that we speak about tonight, Maryada Purushottam Bhagwan Ramchandra, when he walked across the bridge, I'll take you back a little bit, when he walked across the bridge to go into Lanka, that bridge on Cape Comorin, all of the fish came out of the ocean and formed a canopy over him, just to get a glimpse of the Lord. When Lord Rama went in the forest, many devotees asked me, Baba, where he got food from. The trees bore fruit, or we say bear fruit, out of season. You know, mangoes have their season. What are the fruits you have? Pomsite, June plum as we call it. Everything has its season. When Lord Rama walked into the forest, the trees bore fruit. Why? When trees are laden with fruit, what happens to them? What did branches do? They bend down. They bent over laden with fruit just so that they can touch the ground where Lord Rama was walking. You see? Devotees, the mood became somber now as the Lord mounted the Pushpak Viman, the aerial car, and was about to return to Ayodhya. Goswami Tulsidas perfectly now creates the scene for us tonight in our opening doha as we quote now from Sri Ramcharitamanas. Prem se bolo Prabhu Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. Ramayana ati sundaram. It is beautiful, it is sweet. You can get lost in the love for Ram in Ramayana. Goswami Tulsidas tells us in this opening doha, Prabhu prerita kavi bhalu, sab Ram rupa urdaki, harsha visad sahit chale, vinaya vidhi vidhi bhasi. bhalus are bears, right? Bears and vanars, celestial beings. They were overpowered with emotions. The animals, they were crying, devotees, because they saw what was in the mind of the Lord. And what was in his mind? His reluctance to take them back to Ayodhya. There were thousands, there were tens, there were hundreds of thousands of celestial beings. Where would he fit all of them in Ayodhya? They had no inclination to go back to their homes. They did not want to go home. After all, sometimes you go on a vacation to some nice exotic place. Some of us went to India last time. When the time comes to go back home, I don't want to go back home. I want to stay right here. Yes, Auntie raised her hand in the back, you see. This is what happens when you're in the company of the Lord. When you are reaping drinking that nectar, that honey, that love that emanates from the face and the beauty of Sri Ram. Devotees, after all, in obedience to the Lord's command now, the vanars and the bears began to disperse now to their respective homes in the forest and so forth. A mixed feeling of joy and sorrow, with many were humble in submission. They're enshrining the image of Lord Rama into their hearts. Tonight I ask all of you to enshrine that image of Prabhu Sri Ram into your hearts. Goswami Tulsidas now puts pen to paper once again as he narrates what is about to take place in this next chaupai as we sing. Prem se bolo Prabhu Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. We are all going to sing Ramayana, right? The chorus is very simple. Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Beautiful. One more time. Hello. When the aerial car, the Pushpak Gan, rose into the sky, there was a great commotion in Brahman said, Sabuna hohi sundar jahu pasa man prasanna nirmal nabhasa. The Vanars, they rode in hordes and rows, they raised their voices in a thunderous shout of victory. Jai to Sri Ram, they said. Victory to Sita and Ram and Lakshman inside the aerial car. There was a high throne, devotees, charmingly designed how to fit car of Sita ji and Lord Rama. They took their seats on it, and they appeared now to be as a cloud sailing away into the distance like a lightning flash from Mount Sumeru. Rama drew Sita's attention to the battlefield below and said, Janaki, here is where Lakshman overpowered and killed Meghnad. Goswami Tulsidas says, Kaha raghupar dekhuran Sita. Look, O Sita ji, Lakshman iha hetu Indrajita. Who was Indrajit? Indrajit was Ravan's son Meghnad. He showed her the other spots associated with similar victories of this war. And then he showed her the bridge that the Vanas had built and constructed across this ocean, which is still there today. Even NASA has just released recently photos of that bridge. It's called Rama Setu. And he described the heroism of all the Vanas and how they fought so valiantly. And very soon, that aerial chariot reached the Dandak forest. Rama had the vehicle land before now the hermitage of Agastya Muni and all the other sages to give thanks and to praise, to pay his obeisance to all of them. With Sita, Lakshman and the rest of the entourage now, Rama visited the holy sages and paid reverential homage to them. After taking leave of darshan of the sages, they ascended then to the aerial car and flew now to the Chitrakoot hills. There, he also offered prostrations to the sages who were there. And soaring into the sky again, he showed Sita the city of Kishkinda from the chariot itself. Even while this chariot was speeding very fast now, Rama indicated to her all of the sacred rivers, the Ganga, the Yamuna, the Saraswati, Godavari. Sita offered worship in her mind to the streams, and soon they could see now the thrice holy Prayag, where the Yamuna flows into the Ganga. From that position, they could get now a far glimpse of the splendorous city of Ayodhya itself. The chieftain of the Nishad tribe was a fellow by the name of Guha. You remember the Ramayan Katha very well. To cross the river, in the first time when Lord Rama was exiled into the forest, he hired the services of Guha, the boatman. And Guha waited 14 years, devotees. 14 years he waited. So when he crossed Lord Rama and Mother Sita and Lakshman the first time, he said to them, "Oh Lord," he already had moksha because he was able to wash the feet of Lord Rama and drink the water, his entire family. But he said, "No Lord, I will wait until you come back after 14 years, just so that I can have that darshan one more time and cross you back this river so you can go home." Devotees, I ask you the question tonight. How long are you prepared to wait for the darshan of Bhagwan? You know, sometimes we go to Mandir or sometimes we go to pray. Lord, things are happening. Hurry up now, boy. How long are you prepared to wait? Guha waited 14 years for that. Devotees, when he saw the aerial chariot coming in the sky, he immediately fell flat on the ground like a log. Dandavat kare. Not touch the ground like this, Fell flat on the ground and prostrate. His head fell to Dharti Mata. That is how we bow. That's called Dandavat. That means total submission. I have no pride, no ego. I go all, I submit before you. Devotees, lo and behold, the chariot landed in that very place that Guha paid obeisance to the Dharti Mata. He ran forward and he fell to Lord Rama's feet. Tears began to stream from his eyes. He couldn't contain his delight. He rose and he embraced Lord Rama in the ecstasy of his heart. Sita, Lakshman and Lord Rama conferred their blessings to the tribal chief. Devotees, as he brought Lakshman, Sita and Prabhu Shri Ram back across the Ganga now, there's a beautiful bhajan that we'll sing tonight, glorifying Ganga Mata. I'm going to ask Bhaiya, would you play for me? I understand. And how many of you have actually paddled a boat in the water, ocean or in a lake? Yes? You have to do it in sequence. If you paddle one side too fast, what happens? It goes the opposite direction, right? So, just like the boat, as Guha is paddling this boat, his mind is focused on Lord Rama. And the bhajan tells us, Ganga, aaye kahan se? Ganga, jaye kahan re? लहरा एक पानी में जैसे धूप छावरी. Tonight, devotees, let us all take a ride in this boat that is being driven by Guha. Lord Rama in the front, Mother Sita next to him on his left side, Lakshmana and Hanumanji on this boat, and the bhajan goes. Clap your hands and sing. Come on. We're going for a holy ride across the Mother Ganga. Jai Shri Ram. Ganga aaye kahan se, Ganga jaaye kahan re, lehra to pani mein jaise dhoop chhaye. Ganga aaye kahan re, Ganga jaaye kahan se, lehra to pani mein jaise dhoop chhaye. रात काली दिन उजियारा मिल गए दोनों साए. रात काली दिन उजियारा मिल गए दोनों साए. सांझ के देखो रंग रूप के कैसे हे बिताए रे, लहरा पानी में जैसे धूप. गंगा आए कहाँ रे, गंगा जाए कहाँ रे, लहरा तो पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ. नाम कोई बोली कोई ना खोलू पर चेहरे. नाम कोई बोली कोई ना खोलू पर चेहरे. बोल के देखो प्यार की आंखें, सब तेरे सब मेरे रे, लहरा तो पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ. ओ गंगा आए कहाँ रे, गंगा जाए कहाँ से, लहरा तो पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ. गंगा आए कहाँ से, गंगा आए कहाँ रे. प्रेम से बोलो श्री गंगा माता की जय. If you ever have an opportunity to take a holy bath in Mother Ganga, don't let that opportunity slip. Many of you here have gone. When Mother Ganga, what's the temperature? Let me ask Radhaji, you went to this year. What is the temperature of the water in Ganga? Ice cold, 40 degrees. Well, Fahrenheit, I'm from the US, right? It is so cold, but once you go in there, within 30 seconds, and she embraces you. You know, you don't have to say the rest. She embraces you, you don't even want to come out. This is the beauty. And why is she called Ganga? What is the meaning of Ganga? Selfless. Selfless. When you go into Mother Ganga, when you take that bath, it removes, physically removes from you a lot of weight. Weight in the sense of heaviness, negativity. Let it wash away in the river. That is what she's there for. She comes to purify us on this earth. Prem se bolo Shri Ganga Mata ki Jai. Namo Parvate Pataye Har Har Mahadev. Tonight I'm going to pause the katha here. It's a very lengthy katha, like it will take 3 days to finish this katha. But we're off to a little bit of a delayed start, and we have several items that we need to cover. But let me summarize a little bit for you tonight. Upon crossing the river, Lord Rama, Mother Sita and Lakshmanji, they bathe in this sacred river and they asked Guha to bring his family once more. He took the blessings from them. And one more day remained to be spent outside of Lanka. So it's exactly 14 years. And this is how time works. Bharat had made a promise to Lord Rama. He says, I will but I will fill in for you, Bhaiya, while you're away. But if one day more were to pass than 14 years, and you are not back in Ayodhya as its rightful king, I will take my life. I will end my life on earth. And this was one day left now. They were the Ganga. Lord Rama told Hanumanji, "O Hanuman, go quickly, leave now in this instant, and Go back to Ayodhya. Find Bharat and let him know that we are on our way. Give him update him as to what has happened or transpired in the war. We have gotten Mother Sita back and we are coming home. Just so that Bharat does not go to do this next step. Lord Rama, Mother Sita and Lakshman now, who had all come with him, moved into the hermitage of the sage Bharadwaj and accepted the hospitality and the gratitude of this sage. My dear brothers and sisters, you see, Ramayana teaches us, and I'll leave you this message tonight, Prana jaye par vachana na jaye. When you give your word to someone, if it means even your life, sacrificing your life, stand up for your word. Stand up for the truth. Stand up for Dharma. Bhai Ted and Didi, I commend you all once again. You gave your word to the community that you will open this mandir. And I know you guys have worked tirelessly over the past months to get this place ready. And all it took was a simple phone call to say, Panaji, here's the date, here's the, okay, done. I commend all of you for coming tonight and the hundreds that we have listening all over the world tonight. If ever you're in the Toronto area, pay a visit to this humble ashram. It's so much energy. It is absolutely beautiful and amazing. We speak about giving your word. No need to answer me tonight. I'm going to ask you a question and answer it to yourselves. How many times have you broken a promise to a friend, a loved one, a dear one, maybe a neighbor? And what were the repercussions of that? And on the flip side of this now, when you are to give your word to someone, that you're going to do something, you're going to do X, Y, and Z. Prana jaye par vachana na jaye. That's one of the teachings tonight. I'll leave you with Ramayana. When Hanumanji went back to Ayodhya, Bharat was at Nandigaon, his Nani's home. So they sent a message for him to come, please come. And when he came back now, exactly 14 years was about to expire the time. And all over the town, devotees, when he came, when Hanumanji saw what was going on in Ayodhya, all he was hearing was grieves and crying, pining. Ram, hey Ram, when will you come home, Ram? Everybody was despondent because God was not there. Even as human beings, when Rama is not here, or God, call him by any name, Christ, Buddha, Allah, Jehovah, when God is not present, nobody wants to stay near to you. You begin to self-destruct. Hanumanji, all he wanted to do was to hug everybody and console them. Why? Because he knew the Lord was on his way. He found Bharat. And Bharat was depressed, despondent. His face, his head was bowed. He looked like he had the world of worries. And Hanumanji greeted him, Jai Shri Ram. Got his attention right away. And he said to Bharat, Bharat, I am the messenger of Lord Rama. I am here to tell you that your Prabhu is on his way. He will be here in 1 day's time. Bharat then began to cry. He began to shake like this, devotees. And he embraced Hanumanji because he heard the name Ram and he heard the message that was coming. Rama is coming. And Bharat said to him, Oh Hanumanji, a few days now my right eye was twitching. Even my right arm was twitching. And that is a positive omen. Does that sound familiar? Yes? He anticipated the receipt now of the good news of Rama. Rama's entry back into Ayodhya. And he grieved that even though Rama is coming, I have to wait 1 whole day to pass before this period of exile would end. 14 years is not enough. He told himself how fortunate Lakshman was since he was in Rama's presence and serving his lotus feet for 14 years. He said, the Lord cast me into this, for I am a hypocrite. My Lord is all softness and sweetness. And he is the kind kinsman of the downtrodden and those who are fallen. He is compassion itself. He will certainly arrive tomorrow. And he began to console himself. Devotees, Hanumanji was very thrilled at Bharat's condition. Why was he thrilled? Because although Bharat's body had been very much reduced and worn out by anxiety, his matted hair, his eyes, and his perennial streams of tears, he was crying non-stop. And Hanumanji clasped his hands, and as he embraced Bharat, these were the words. Jai Raghunandan, Jai Siya Ram, Man se jap le tu Sita Ram. Jai Raghunandan, Jai Siya Ram, Jai Raghunandan, Jai Siya Ram, Man se jap le tu Sita Ram. Jai Jai Ram, Hey Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sita Ram. Prem se bolo Maryada Purushottam Bhagwan Ramachandra ki Jai. My dear brothers and sisters, we'll end here tonight. But before we go on to the next part of this journey this evening, as we began earlier, I asked you to identify a quality that you can resonate with. I'm going to ask you to raise your hands. Can anybody identify any quality, a certain quality that you heard in the Katha tonight that you can identify with? Any hands? Come on. There's extra person if you raise your hand. Anthony? Yes. I know I could call on you, my brother. What did you identify with? Fear? Fear. In what context? Second? The fear that Bharat had that his brother wouldn't come back in 14 years. Very good. Make sure he gets extra bag of parsa. Anybody else? Love? Who said that? Love. Yes, my godson, love. This is what Ramayana is about, the story of love. I apologize this evening for we are going to cut, or this is a much longer session, but we'll end here and then we'll continue tomorrow from this point. The beautiful Katha indeed as Rama makes his way into Ayodhya. Tonight, as we will do one final bhajan, I'm going to ask all of you to sing. We glorify tonight Pavanaputta Hanumanji as he's sharing this news with Bharatji that his brother is coming. It's a beautiful bhajan. It says, Lord Hanuman, O Anjaneya, son of Anjani Devi, and Pavan, the wind god, the messenger of Lord Ramchandra, one of mighty strength. We glorify him tonight. Prem se bolo Pavanaputta Hanuman ki Jai. O Prabhu Ramchandra ki Dula, Hanumanta Anjaneya. O Prabhu Ramchandra ki Dula, Hanumanta Anjaneya. Prabhu Ramchandra ki Dula, Hanumanta Anjaneya. Let's faster.
Cup has been filled. When they put the water in the cup, they put the sugar, they put the tea bag, they put the milk, or to know that, they put the spoon. We have to turn it. We have to, what we have to store it before we get it is. I sure tonight you are going to store it properly and drink it. But yes, let's give it all the things. We have Sister celebrate her birthday, and IG responsible to tonight's service. I want to tell them how much appreciation we have for what they did for us this afternoon, this evening. And I'll ask them to leave for the little birthday song while this is and before the first sentence, and they're going to exchange a token of love, devotion,
आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन ओ तेरो आज जन्मदिन उनको मुबारक हो तेरो आज जन्मदिन उनको मुबारक हो तेरो आज जन्मदिन मुबारक हो आज जन्मदिन आज
happy birthday to you guys. May Bhagavan shower His choicest blessing on the two of you and keep you healthy, keep you healthy. Sister Rose has a boutique in the mall. I think is Sheraton Mall. Please, whatever you decide to buy a little outfit, support her. Because if you support her, she support you and you. So thank you for coming to tonight's service. I want to thank all of our musicians. Give by to you, all around the world. And to you, give him a round of applause. And I didn't know my sister in here. Give her a round of applause. Give her a round of applause. And we have my brother here.
Danish.
And give this here for her. We have our little tanda player. Where is he? Give him a round of applause. And all of you wonderful souls here. We have you, since we have this we have Rising Program and your brother Lucas. Yeah, please. To prepare by Sister Julie. Shall we stand for the place?
प्रेम से वो भगवान रामचंद्र की जय। ॐ साजं जपच संयुक्तं वाहिनायोजितं मयं दीपं गृहाण देवस्य त्रैलोक्यं तिमिरापाहं यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मयन्तर्कृतानि च तानि तानि विनाशन्ति प्रदक्षिणानुपदे पदे आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी आरति श्री रामायण जी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी तावत् ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि श्रीज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकादि शेष नारद करणी पवन सुत कीर्ति आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी चार वेद पुराण अष्टदश प्रभु शास्त्र सब ग्रंथ रस तन मन धन संतन को सर्वस सार सम्मति सब आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी तावत् ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद संतत गावत शंभु भवानी अर्घत शंभव मुनि ज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि गुण बखानी आगम सुंदर आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी कलिमल हरि विषय रस पीनी सुभग सिंगार कोटि युवती हरणी रोग भव मूर्यमी की तार मात सब विधि तुलसी आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी आरति श्री रामायण जी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियमी कीरति कलित ललित सियमी कीरति कलित ललित सियमी नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण 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 देवता नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण सर्वं मम देव देव असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय. From truth, lead us on to truth. From darkness, lead us on to light. And from death, lead us on to eternity. Om Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sake Prabhu Trividuta Panivaran He Vibhu Aj Janeshwar Yadav Pahima Shiva Hare Vijayam Purevam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam. Om Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garudaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalaya Tanohri. Om Yoho Shanti Antarikshavam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Yosdeva Shanti Vanaspate Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagam Shanti. Om Shanti Deva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम से बोलो गजानन स्वामी की, उमापति महादेव की, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, प्रभु रामचंद्र भगवान की, भवानी शंकर माता की, माँ के वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, भवानी शंकर मंदिर की, भवानी शंकर मंदिर की, भवानी शंकर मंदिर की. Turn to the Shiva Lingam now. Raise your hands like this. Namo Parvate Pataye Har Har Mahadev. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Jai Sitaram Sabko. Till we meet again tomorrow, please have your bhojan downstairs. And sorry, Bhuvaneshwar Mandir. Did I say the wrong name? Which one? Oh, Bhavani Shankar, Bhuvaneshwar, Bhagwan Shiva. Okay, forgive me. Bhuvaneshwar Mandir. All mandirs ki jai ho. Okay. Alright.
Praise the Lord, Swaraj ki. Sisters and brothers, please take your aarti, panchamrit, and Sister Judith, prepare them for us tonight. Remember, our service continues tomorrow night, Saturday night, and our grand opening on Sunday morning. We start at 9 and finish at 12:30. Sorry about tonight, but we have a little late start until we reach tomorrow night. May God share His choices this evening and all of us. Thank you.